say liquid gold. Exploring say liquid gold. And please, is a slide up? I need the slide to explain things. So today we're exploring say liquid gold, and would look at opportunities in say, not just talking and having fun. I mean real life opportunity to make money in say with your money, of course. So when you hear liquid gold in say, or maybe other ecosystem, I'm talking about you supplying your money as liquidity to a project so that you in turn can earn some stuff. So the next slide, please. So before I start, about me, I'm Chris John, but for branding's sake and for ease of pronunciation, you can just call me TCJ. That's the Chris John. That's my ex-handle. So I'm a Web3 full-stack designer, brand builder, and consultant. I'm a project manager, and I've shipped like 5 projects last year. I'm a branding expert. I teach tech, and I'm a fine black Akwa Ibom man anywhere I go, and I'm a lover of God. So we'll be looking at retroactive landscape, the next slide. Retroactive landscape in say. But before then, let me share my story in say ecosystem. So before say started, I up on the say airdrop. So I did like 17 tags. They had so many tags. I did 17 tags. I spent some money paying gas fee. Remember trying to bridge between say and I think BNB, or I've forgotten but I know I spent some money in gas fee. And I was hoping to make money now, you know. But to my greatest surprise, what I got from that airdrop was less than $1 worth. So that airdrop was so bad that some people got $1.7, some 1.5. The very first airdrop of say. So people just abandoned the ecosystem, like they stopped talking about it on X. I was like, this is dust and all of that. But then I just fell in love with say. So I started interacting. And I mean, please move the slide with me. Who is moving slide? Please, yeah, move. Yeah, the next one. So when that happened, move, just keep going. So I don't know whether to cry or whether to smile when I got $5 worth of airdrop after spending more than like that amount. So I was sad, but I still kept studying say. The next slide. Some people got less than 1.5, some of my friends, and it was not nice at all. The next slide. So, but after a while, I started studying say. I came across Silo Stake. It's a staking platform which we are going to explore today. And I was like, okay, why not I'll stake something. I was not expecting airdrop. No one was expecting airdrop on say. I mean, we'll talk about the redacted part of it very soon. So I just take about 50 say. At the time, it was worth less than $22. 50 say. It was still dumping and, you know. But last year around May, they gave an airdrop that was worth $1,000 and above. Yeah, the next slide. This one. Yeah, this one. So some people that stake and on stake, they got like 300, 200 say. I think 200 say. Then those that stake and still held their 42 say, which was less than $24, they got 3,000 say. At the time, it was worth $1,000 and above. And there is something coming. Please, the next slide. Redacted. So that's why we're having this session now. Because, say, during the last community town hall meeting, they talked about Redacted. It's massive, bigger than the creator fund, bigger than everything that they have discussed, the funding of creators to outside the country to attend events. They have Redacted. They will not announce it. They just see airdrop is coming and criteria will just be there. So now, before we go, let's understand some terms. So we have 4 terms before us. Is it 4? Say 6 terms before us. We have say. Say, with a dollar sign in front of it, is the native token on the say ecosystem. If you want to pay for gas, you are using say to pay for gas. So I want us to follow so you understand how you interact with these platforms. While I say is the liquid stake version of SAY. When you stake SAY, what you get in return is IC. And on your wallet, you see it is green color. It's not the red, like the one you see normally. So where has my slide gone to? So you see IC, that's a liquid state SAY. And for you to get this IC, you have to stake. And you may be asking now, what's staking? So staking is you locking in SAY. Staking is you locking your SAY token to secure the network and earn rewards. Anytime a project come up with stuff like, okay, take for example, Jupiter recently just released checker for their airdrops. And those that stake Jup, they got some good amount of Jupiter, although some are not happy with the allocation though. But then it's gifts, you have to accept it. So staking in SAY is you locking your SAY token to secure the blockchain, the ecosystem. Because without those high amount of TVL, investors will not want to come into the platform. They may not scale without high TVL. Every ecosystem now is looking for high TVL. That is total volume that is locked. Are we together? So you have to stake for you to still stand a chance to earn rewards. And by the way, if you are staking, I think every 7 days, you can claim more IC into your wallet. That is this outside redacted airdrop that is coming. Then, if you are staking on SAY and you want to, for any reason, you want to take your money out, don't do that because that hurt me in a very bad way last year. So I was staking and I wanted to take my money and do something. That period of unstaking, you have to wait for an unbonding period of 21 days. During that period, if they take snapshots during that period, you are not among. Even if you have stake 1% SAY, and you want to unbond, when you are on unbonding period, 21 days, during that time, if they take snapshot, your wallet is not going to be among. That's the thing. So you have to be careful the time you are unbonding your funds. Then after unbonding, it will now be available to claim and withdraw. Are we together? So now let's go into main interaction now. I wanted to do a video, but I discovered it may be boring, so I just screenshotted what you have to do. So we are going to go into Silo Stake, and if you open X, you see their website there. Silo Stake, app.silostaking.io/stake. So when you open Silo Stake, please you move very fast because my time is not plenty here. So once you open Silo Stake, the next slide, you connect your wallet. You connect your wallet. That is, you can connect your Compass wallet or any wallet that is compatible with SAY. You connect your wallet, and it will ask you to approve your transaction. You do that. Then you input the value that you want to stake. I would advise you to stake at least the least you can stake. Let's say from 50 SAY up. Some people are speculating 200 SAY. Some are saying 100. But I know SAY is more of community. So they may do it in tier. Let's say those that stake from 200 up, they will receive this amount of reward. Those that stake from this amount. So once you've selected the amount you want to stake, you approve it in your wallet. Then you will receive IC in your wallet. Are we together? So if for any reason you want to take your money out, the next slide, you now request, you put the amount, you go to withdrawal section, you see request, this is on, it would have helped a lot. So you put the amount and request. When you request, it will pass through an unbonding period of 21 days, which after that, you can now claim into your wallet. So now, when you claim, you are no longer staking. But for those that want to stake, let me show you what you can do with your liquid SAY. Remember I talked about SAY, liquid SAY. So now the next slide, keep going. Now, when you receive this IC, what can you do with IC? So many things. One, the next slide. So you can choose to go to Jellyverse and you stake your IC there for more reward. That is, you are going to be farming. Farming is a common word in crypto used for interacting with protocols so that you can stand a chance to receive rewards. Those rewards are called airdrops. I know we all know that. So you can choose to carry that your IC and farm 2 places. Let's say you stake 200, say, and you receive 200 IC. You can take 100 and go to Jellyverse and stake on Jellyverse. You can take 100 and go to Yin Finance and borrow it there. So let's look at Jellyverse. So please go back to where they have the website. Okay, it's already here. app.jellyverse.org/Jellyverse swap. So when you go there, you navigate. You first of all, normally you connect wallet. Anytime you are on any Web3 platform, you connect your wallet and you approve it. Once they are done with that, please just skip down to where they have to select say and I say. Go down, go down, go down. So you select say and I say liquidity pool. That's the first pool you see there. So that your I say that got from staking on Silo Stake, you can use it to farm in 2 other places. That's you are farming say airdrop, you are farming Silo Stake airdrop, you are farming Jellyverse, and you are farming Yin Finance. So that's like 4 things you are farming with just 1 money. So you go there, you open that pool, and you input the say and the I say amount you want to put in there. So once you are done with that, you approve it and you are good. So let's go to Yin Finance, and I'll be done. So when you go to Yin Finance, what you do with your I say there is borrowing and lending. So borrowing and lending this is how it works. You go to a DeFi market and you put in some money, you borrow them money. Let's say you borrow them IC in this instance, you borrow them IC. Once you borrow them IC, you can, sorry, once you supply them IC, you can now borrow any other collateralized token that is worth less than what you have supplied. Let's say you supply them $100 worth of IC. You can borrow them $80 of USDT. And it's good to borrow a coin that you know it will rise or a stable coin. Don't go and borrow coin that may dump tomorrow. Sorry, don't go and borrow coin that will rise tomorrow. The other way around. Let's say, I remember when I was interacting on, what platform is that on Solana? MarginFi. So I made a mistake. I went and borrowed 1 meme coin like that. So what I borrowed was, because what they will count will be the amount of that token that you have borrowed. So when I went to supply back, when I went to return back what I had borrowed, the money was bigger than what I initially borrowed. So you can borrow, say, knowing that what you supply is it's pegged. It's almost the same price. So even if say it rises, it will not. IC will also rise with it because it's a liquid stake. It's a liquid token for say. So when you go to Yin Finance, what you are doing there is that you are lending to borrow. If you have not lent them money, you cannot borrow them money. Understand that? So you open the app.Yin Finance. Once you open there, you normally connect your wallet. Then after connecting wallet, you select the pool. You will see the things that you are holding. So in this case, you will see that I have say and I say on mine. So I can choose to lend them my say or my I say. But remember, what we are interacting now is I say, because we are trying to use 1 stone and kill 3 birds. So without your I say that you got from Silo Stake, maybe half of it Jellyverse, half of it Yin Finance. So you lend them your I say, the amount you want to lend them. Then once you lend them, you can now go and borrow. Now the beauty of this is that when you borrow and lend, you earn points for borrowing and earn points for lending. So you are earning 2 types of points. And you just earn points for using the platform. Then if you have, I don't know if they have referrals on their platform. Yeah, they do have referrals. So if you have referrals, good. As your as someone that you have referred earning, you are also earning from the person's earnings. So that's that. I don't know. Do I have time to take one or two questions? Because that's the end. I hope you got something from this. And we'll go and interact. Not every time you'll be doing free airdrops. Any question? Or we are all good? Okay. Okay, give the mic.
Hello, GM.
GM.
So my question is about Dragon Swap.
Dragon Swap. Okay.
There was a phase where we had points for swapping on Dragon Swap. There was the first to fourth epoch. Do you have any idea about that?
I don't use Dragon Swap. But I believe if you read up, you see how they earn. One thing you need to do when you enter any Web3 platform, you study how it works. You study how to maximize their point system.
Right.
So I've not used Dragon Swap.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any other question? Someone here?
GM.
Yeah.
My question is first on EA Finance. EI or EA, for me lending, is it a must I must borrow?
No, it's not a must. You can just lend. The thing that you just be earning only points from lending.
Then my second question is concerning the ISA. Now you said the liquid.
Yeah, liquid say.
Is there any stuff like swapping or something on it? Is there any like
To swap it?
Yes. From
Like
to ISA.
To swap
Yes.
from say to ISA.
Is that even something?
Like to swap.
Is that a thing?
No.
Okay, so you just get ISA by staking.
Remember that your ISA that you have is locked in Silo stake.
Okay.
For you to take it, you have to go and request, which will pass a 21-day unbonding period. So anything you can do with that thing is to use it and stake somewhere, or you lend it somewhere, which you can lend on Infinance.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the last question. This guy. GM.
Okay, my name is Gordian. I really love what you said, especially the explanation part. It's very detailed. So I love passive income when it comes to staking. So let me also introduce Tron Ambassador. I understand much of the staking. So the first question I have is, you've made mention that when you stake, say, you got ISA, you've never mentioned any stuff like the APR or APY, the annual percentage ratio, because on Tron, what we do is that when you stake, there is APY for each of the interaction you're doing. So if you are staking, there is a APR for your voting reward. There is also APR for your energy sales reward. So I'm asking about that,
Okay,
if you have that.
I think on Silo stake, what they do, they don't work that way. So what they do is that every week they have a pool of ISA token that they give to all stakers. So based on the amount you have stake, they'll give you a reward based on that amount. So some days I'll go there and see 3 say. Some days I'll go there and see 4 extra.